There are moments when grief is not simple, when love and pain, forgiveness and anger all live in the same heartbeat. This piece is for those who've ever wondered if it's okay to feel everything. It is. And in doing so, you give your heart permission to heal. This poem is entitled The Many Rooms of Goodbye. There were days when love felt like a cathedral, and others when it felt like a house with broken doors. I walked through each room quietly, touching the dust of what was said and what was not. There were truths I did not ask for, and silences that cut sharper than words. After my beloved changed form, I thought grief should be a pure color, white, clean, untainted by anything but longing. But mine was a mosaic. Anger, sorrow, tenderness, disbelief, 1,000 shades of ache that did not match. I used to think I was failing love because I felt too much, because forgiveness didn't arrive in a single saintly breath. Now I know, to love is to feel the whole spectrum. To grieve is to let every emotion find its small moment of sunlight. Even the darker ones, they are the soil where truth grows. There was a day I shouted at heaven, asking how light could hide shadows so well. There was another I whispered, I forgive you, but my heart trembled, unsure. Both prayers were holy. Both were heard. I walked barefoot across memories, cut sometimes by the shards of what we built, but I kept walking. Because love, when it's real, asks not for perfection, only honesty. There were rooms in grief where laughter echoed too soon, and others where silence became a language of its own. I sat in both. I learned that healing didn't mean forgetting. It meant holding contradiction without collapse, the beauty, the betrayal, the blessing, and letting them speak in turn. There were letters I never sent, truths I burned before anyone could read them. But spirit reads flames too. Nothing was wasted in love. Every emotion, even the ones I hid, became part of the offering. For those standing in that same house, wondering which door leads to peace, start with the one that opens toward honesty. Let every feeling walk through. Do not lock them out. Do not call them wrong. You are not betraying your beloved by acknowledging the truth of how it felt. You are honoring the wholeness of your heart. And one day, the anger will soften, the confusion will quiet, and the love, that deeper, wiser love, will rise like light through a stained glass window, showing that even shattered colors can still make something holy. Because the sacred doesn't vanish when it breaks, it transforms. It learns new ways to shine. So let the tears fall without apology. Let the questions breathe beside the prayers. Let your heart be a garden where everything that lived between you the joy, the hurt, the awe, the storm finds its place again under the same sky. You do not have to choose between devotion and truth. They are companions, not enemies. And when you finally walked out of that house of memory, you did not close the door behind you. You left it open, for the light still moves through it, for love still visits in ways unseen. Healing does not ask to forget, only to remember differently. Every emotion we meet on this path is a teacher in disguise. And when the ache softens into light, we see that love was never lost. It was only learning new ways to find us again.